All right, so real quick, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you're gonna notice we don't have the normal camera setup for the podcast, but we are back. I've got this nice little, well, this is a new one, 2 terabyte drive that I use for all of our stuff when we're moving around. I take a lot of stuff off the card, so I still have room for us to shoot on. And well, it blew up, so I lost the wide-angle main camera. So this is just gonna have the angles of me and Dan side by side. If you're just listening to it, it shouldn't bother you, but just figured I'd let you guys know ahead of time. It'll be different going forward. All right, thanks. Let's get to the episode.
Sure. I gotta rinse it real quick because there was Celsius in there that I used to rinse it. Elmer T. Lee, perfect. I'll just rinse with that.
Welcome back. Podcast is back, bitch.
Polar gases.
Oh,
Oh no,
what a shock value in today's video.
dude, that got me.
What a shock value, dude. Well,
I wish someone would build some shelves to get all these bottles out of here.
that'd be great. Another pour with the Bourbon Junkies. We shot 7 of these. Sean lost all of them.
It was like 2.
This is the first one. Do you ever take 5?
It was 2.
We're back though.
We're not.
We're back. What are you doing now? Oh my gosh, dude! This guy starts recording and then it isn't comfortable anymore.
No,
is that short? What's the?
No,
there
there
you
go.
There
That's
you
what I was trying to
Okay.
do,
All
but I
right.
was trying to get off to the side, but there were things there.
Oh,
now I can-
see. You
so
just
now I-
needed it farther away from you.
Yeah. There was a coffee maker in the way.
That's not the problem.
Nah, it's the table it was on.
40 bottles down there.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta do some shelves.
There's
Dan,
just another collection here.
Dan
This
finally
became
does-
the problem.
figured out how many shelves he wants.
5 will give us room.
Yeah.
We get at least 40 bottles on 5 shelves. At
Pretty,
least.
yeah, pretty close.
All right, dude. Well,
We're back. We're doing it. Wow, I tell you what, a nice Celsius rinsed glass with a Jack Daniel's single barrel Heritage. Smells wild.
smells like hot sauce.
What?
That smells like peppers.
Taste it? What? I didn't taste it. I was gonna say, I bet it tastes just fine.
Tastes better than it smelled. It does. There's a little tinge on there,
I
bud.
bet.
How old's the glass?
Month? Who could even say?
That's fair. All right, dude.
We're back. We're
Stay-
doing the thing.
State of whiskey, I guess, is what we're going to talk about because I looked some shit up.
That's what you want to talk about? You
Yep.
want to talk about fucking state of whiskey?
Yep. I looked some
Brr.
stuff up and I forgot it.
Perfect. What'd you think you looked up?
Well, if I could remember that, I would know it.
What was your Google search there?
If I remembered,
I'm just wondering. Like,
me too. Got it.
perfect.
Wanna-
I'm glad we got there together.
I'm gonna tell you some new shit.
All right.
Meta.
I thought there was such a long pause there. I was like, he forgot again.
I did. I did. Come and find out. Here's the problem, dude.
Oh, Meta hates us. Meta hates whiskey.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
No more. So I looked into it more because
Okay.
I saw a short with Ryan from Bourbon Pursuit talking about it.
Mhm.
Basically, what happened is he said that Meta. I'm not even going to paraphrase it just because it'll be wrong realistically, but Meta implemented new policies that don't allow distribution from their algorithm for alcohol content. I didn't realize that it's really extremely specific to business pages on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh.
So if you have a business page for a distillery, winery, brewery,
yeah.
that's
No.
good luck using it.
Yeah.
Because you have to follow it now to see the content. But if you're not already following it, you're not going to be given that content. So to grow it should be damn near impossible now.
Perfect.
Like, how would you grow it?
It's never good when Rockwell messages me. Sick. Cool. It wasn't good. Bad news bears.
About what?
I'll tell you later.
All right.
Go ahead. Can't grow your business page.
Yep.
Was that the end of it?
No, dude.
Okay.
Well, kind of. That's shit.
Yeah.
You can't grow It all has to be word of mouth then. And physical marketing. Like, that's like super detrimental, come to find out.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How else are you going to expand? Go to a liquor store
Not be on Facebook.
where the whole world is,
Have your own website.
and then hope it's a sponsored Google search?
I mean, if you look up Jack Daniels near me, you
Sure.
find a store.
Everybody knows Jack, though. They don't care about this.
That's fine.
Jack's Facebook's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the problem is for like a small brand, that's how everybody finds them. Like, from an acquisition perspective, somebody that we know
Mhm.
that is talking about investments, acquisition, stuff like that, they actually were required to provide social media platform analytics
Oh,
for the acquisition sake. So if that's part of the acquisition now, that's gone.
yeah.
That doesn't matter anymore because it's how many you had before the rules were implemented. So YouTube is now the only one that will push anything to an algorithm, but you don't do marketing. Like, you're not going to have your business page on YouTube because it's a content-driven platform, not a marketing platform.
Ain't that fun?
Yeah. So that's shit. That's shot, dude. That's bad news bears, really, for small brands.
Yeah.
But, and I mean, also just kills, realistically kills alcohol content on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because what are you going to do? You'd have to do
It'd have to be a non-business page.
a non-business page that they hopefully don't,
Flag.
I guess, at some point consider a business page.
Yeah.
Because I would assume if they find out that the business is running it, they would just mark
Shut
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or shut it down.
And so then it turns into
They'd find something for TOS and then just be like,
yeah,
bye.
yeah, just it's out. Well, I mean, they just won't push it in the algorithm. They'll just mark it. They'll flag it. But I mean, like, now the problem is, like, if you were an Instagram content creator,
You're fucked.
you're done.
Yeah, because no one will ever discover you again.
Yeah. And I said this to somebody inside the other day, and I was like, yeah, and they were like, well, realistically, you know, like, if you watch somebody, like, they could just move platforms. And I was like, this is something that early on, like, for a long time.
You know, I almost don't know if it's true, though, because I still see, like, alcohol-related reels on pages I'm not subscribed to.
Okay. Maybe that's because it's not a business page then?
Maybe.
Maybe. If it sprawls to, like, creators, it would be,
Yeah, I guess that could be the catch, that it's not a business.
yeah. Like, it's a person. It's a
Yeah.
content creator rather than a
Yeah,
business.
I'm going to guess that's probably the angle. I didn't think of that.
I don't know, because I don't often, now this isn't something that I, like, frequently pay attention. Like, I don't see a brand
Yeah.
often post a reel and then follow anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it obviously is more of a Facebook thing than it's an Instagram. You don't often run a business page only off Instagram anyways.
Yeah.
But I was telling them, I was like, for the beginning of the channel for I don't know, 2 or 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
our Instagram was bigger than our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And now, mind you, if it's only, if this doesn't apply to content creators, it's not as important right now, but I would imagine that it would just sprawl.
Because a lot of people are just scrolling through, discovering things
Yes.
on Instagram, and that was probably the most hours consumed
Yeah, through
out
reels
of
and
most
shit.
people instead of long format or
Yeah.
like even no one sits down really and was like, I just want to see something new on YouTube, like whiskey reviews.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. In theory, that's our job. In theory, people
Yeah.
do.
But
At
it's
some
usually people
point.
that are already either looking for an answer or
Yes,
more
that's true.
information.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so it's a very poignantly driven search to
Sure.
find that,
That's
not
fair.
just to falling into the top on YouTube right now type thing.
That's fair. Well, I was trying to explain to the people inside, I'm like, how hard it is to get people to move platforms is insane.
Yeah.
If you mainly watch Reels, or you mainly watch TikTok, or you mainly watch Shorts, you don't often watch all 3 of them.
Yeah.
You often you might, like,
Uninstall TikTok.
a little bit watch one of the other 2, but you probably don't watch all 3. And most creators obviously
They're
on all
cross
3.
promoted anyways for most content creators.
Yeah.
So like you're gonna see one reel across the 3 different
Right.
platforms.
I almost only watch Shorts for short form content. So I don't go on Instagram and watch Reels, and I don't have TikTok. But if I was the one. TikTok did this a while ago where they kind of like booted alcohol content off the platform.
Yep.
If I only watched you on TikTok because I only use TikTok for short form content, I'm not going to go find you on YouTube. This is the problem.
Because if that's the platform you're using, yeah.
Because I didn't go. If I go to YouTube, if I was a TikTok consumer, I would go to YouTube for long form.
Yeah.
But that'd be it.
But if you lose one person in the million videos you're watching on TikTok, you're not like, well, that sucks. I'm really going to Instagram now because I don't see him on TikTok anymore.
It's just like it just kills it.
Yeah.
So to get people to move platforms is insanely difficult. Like, and I feel like that isn't ever talked about. And it's just like like people are just comfortable and attached to the app they use. And it's as simple as that. And they open it and they do this and then they're done. And they don't open it and then close it and then go to the other one and then do this.
Yeah.
So I feel it's like one of those things where if it pushes the content creators, what a absolute nightmare that will be for content creators.
See, I thought we were going to come on here and talk about your new golf simulator.
It's never going to be here.
It might be here, Dan.
In March.
I hope not.
Want to know what we'll be doing in March? Golfing outside.
Just about.
Probably.
Yeah, probably not. There'll still be ice on the ground.
Buddy, this winter it cannot be longer.
I loaded up my phone while I was driving Q in this morning. Let's see. Right now, I mean, it says it feels like 3. This morning it said feels like -14.
Yep. When you walk outside,
the truck hit -8 on the drive in.
When you walk outside and the snow crunches,
yeah,
you're like, oh, that's a new noise.
It too is sad.
It's a new
how
noise.
cold it is.
Yeah. There's so little moisture now because it's too cold. The only benefit to it being this cold is the sun's out because there's no clouds, because there's no moisture. The problem is it's too cold to be outside and stand in the sun.
Yeah, you got to stand at your sliding glass door and let the sun hit you.
You're supposed to look at it with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
That's
I
supposed
wouldn't
to be
look
good.
at the sun with your eyes open,
Supposed
buddy.
to be good for you. Okay, I did see, speaking of shorts, I saw a guy.
I like it.
Who, I don't know if this guy was just maybe his brother, his mom, and her brother made him. But this man did a test because he thinks that everything's not real, that we're like provided information.
Like we're in the Matrix, or
yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, more conspiracy based than that even.
No.
But listen, we're provided a lot of shitty information.
Yeah,
that's true. I think we can all agree on that. This guy thought it was to such an extent that scientists telling you to looking at the sun's bad for your eyes. He thinks that that's not real. So he for 6 months would stare at the sun every day.
So how blind is he?
Dude, I want you to know I was a little intrigued. I did catch a little catch-up video, watched it. He's fine. He was right. Science was wrong. You can look at the sun as much as you want.
Don't.
You can. It's fine.
You know what? Let me call up my wife.
According to that guy.
Who is an eye doctor.
Well, she's part of the government.
She's going to tell you.
She's part of the government.
Don't do that.
Part of the problem, Obviously,
she's
the one.
Split?
Oh, she's
just
struggling.
out there dying.
Yeah, she's struggling. It looks like it keeps pissing its pants, but it's too cold. There's just ice underneath it because it's like I got nowhere to put anything, man. The condenser's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just not made for -20 degrees.
All right, so we need to build it in addition to that, right?
For that.
And then we put a space heater.
It'd be warm in here.
It at least recycles some warm air.
And then in the summer, just open it up. But yeah, that guy's fine, dude. Now, is he going to have cataracts in like 3 years? Probably. But he's fine right now.
Definitely should be blind.
Yeah, he's perfectly
What's
fine.
this guy
right now.
want?
Go on.
Yeah.
I texted you that. Oh, yeah. I said we're shooting a podcast real quick.
Klein's just got golf clubs.
He's got a golf club. Klein's going on a golf trip for like 7 weeks. Chernick's here too. Did you see that? Yeah.
You can go jerk his dick off. Could. I'll lose this one too.
I'll lose.
Well, did you just want to sit here and watch us talk to a camera, or you want to go have a conversation with someone? I figured. I wasn't trying to be rude. I promise. Yeah.
That's how Klein hands out compliments, though, isn't it? It's a tone issue.
You don't have to.
It's a tone issue.
It's kind of what I meant. Is
It's always
like
a tone
I didn't
issue with
mean you
this
have
guy.
to leave. I just figured it would be more beneficial for your time.
It's just always a tone issue with you. Never with me. I haven't been punched a ton. Some.
They usually punch you in the back of the head.
That's happened. That's happened a couple times. When you have the size that I carry, people don't want to approach me from the front. You know what I mean?
Not all of them.
Didn't you fucking kick him out like 3 minutes ago?
Apparently.
This motherfucker, dude. Be there shortly.
It's just good.
Oh, now we're going to talk about you when you leave, but
yeah.
It's okay. Well, we
he'll
can
die before he finishes the podcast.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, he'll die. Yeah.
All right, we now return to the regularly broadcasted spot here. I don't know what the fuck I was trying to say. My brain just went
Scheduled programming.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. It's like a PBS term, dude. Do you watch PBS?
Yeah, used to.
Mr. Rogers?
Gone now.
It's gone?
Yeah, PBS got defunded like years ago.
I thought they were just going to try and figure it out.
I'm pretty sure PBS is like done. So
for real?
Yeah.
PBS still alive. On air was the term. That's what it corrected to. That was what I should have. PBS still, well, it says PBS is still alive is what it responded with. Broadcasting and available. So you can still watch reruns of Mr. Rogers.
Perfect.
Was Sesame Street on there?
I think so.
Feels right.
Yeah, I think PBS was Sesame Street.
Sesame Street's a fucking wild concept.
Yeah.
Wild concept.
I mean, it was born out of acid, basically.
It had to be.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Hey, man, I got this big bird. It's going to talk to you.
You got to get
What's
in the
his
suit.
name? Big Bird.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you know what? It's been a long time. Been a long time since we've done this. It's fun.
It has been
We're
a long
going to
time.
get back on it. I promise. We'll be better about it.
If Sean doesn't lose him.
I've only got to go from here to there now.
That's a long way.
It's 20 feet.
A lot of steps.
About 60, because I'm going to have to go back and forth over and over and over.
Listen, the other ones made it to your computer.
Probably.
And then they're gone.
Probably got deleted.
Same issue.
Probably ran out of storage.
Buddy, you had a 20 terabyte hard drive. You didn't run out of storage.
2 of them.
You did not ever run out of storage.
Nope.
When those 20 terabyte hard drives went on sale, it was like, oh shit.
Yep.
That's a lot of fucking storage.
Yep. Now I used one. I got to bring the other one over here.
I just took my one has been in my golf computer this whole time because that was the computer all my shit was in. And the other day I was like, I know for a fact I have these logo files somewhere.
They're hiding somewhere.
Yeah, they're on the 20 terabyte. Because I moved all the shit that I just like, I don't need a file will pull just fine off that.
Yeah.
And it was like, I went and turned the golf computer off, took the sign off, and I go, oh, it's hiding in there. There it is.
I almost never turn that expansion bay on. I'm like, fuck it. It can just sit here idle.
Oh, yeah. You never turn it off?
I don't ever turn it on.
What do you mean? It doesn't stay on?
Yeah, I can turn it on and off.
Is it an external?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just external because I'm like, they don't need to be sitting there doing anything while I'm just on my normal computer.
Yeah, they're going to be fine running.
Probably.
Yeah.
20 years they'll die.
Those are fucking server hard drives, dude.
They are.
Yeah. Those will be fine. Those were meant to be beat to shit and back.
Yeah.
In a corporate setting for a long time.
Yeah. And now, we got all the things changing around here.
That's true.
Trying to make things happen. Got all the blends in the world that need to be bottled.
Next week, it's going to be a long week.
It's going to be a banger of a Monday and Tuesday.
And a Thursday and a Friday.
We're doing back-to-back bottlings and then releasing Cobbler on Thursday, the Kentucky Cobbler with the new Arcane.
Yep. I can't wait for that new Wise One label concept to be done.
I can't wait to get the 2 big tanks back.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to blending Night Stalker.
Mm-hmm.
I really would like to...
We got some banger-ass 52s for Exodus, too.
Yeah, we do.
Because we just did a pick last week for Barrels of Hope, and they unanimously just picked a 52 rye from Sagamore. And we had thrown in some extra samples because we were like, it's a charity barrel.
Yeah.
Like, let's try to get some of our cooler barrels in there. And they did a final blind. And they're like, it's not even close. You want this.
Yep.
Proofed it. Hottest 52 rye we've ever had at the distillery.
Over some
70%. She's hazmat.
Pretty damn good 12-year 21 rye MGPs.
Yeah.
Over some pretty good Green River barrels that were 8 years old.
I think he threw some 9-year MGP barrels in there too.
Yeah, they tried 2 of those.
There's 52.
Those Sagamores are just cool.
Oh, dark.
They're so cool.
I proofed it and didn't believe it. Shot it out. Proofed it again. Still didn't believe it. Did a water calibration. Went, brought it over to Brandon. He goes, that's not right. Reproof it. I reproof it again. Show him. Exact same.
So
Carried it upstairs. Showed Dan. He goes, No, that's not right. Reproof it.
Yep.
I proofed that thing 19
Yeah.
times.
That barrel's good too.
It is real
It's
good.
a good barrel. The that whole pallet, come to find out,
Monsters.
somebody picked off that pallet of 4 barrels. The group the day before them.
Yep.
Um,
We never proofed theirs.
picked one.
Should have proofed theirs.
I think Brandon did the next day because then I think he was curious to see.
Yeah.
I think it was 67.
Okay.
Um,
All those samples were motor oil black.
I know he went and proofed another, and I don't know if it was the one we want to send to patrons or if it was the one they picked.
Okay.
He proved one of those two.
Yeah.
It was 67.
Because they were between 2 barrels and they're like, they're both great. Whatever one you guys
Yeah.
don't want, it's going to be a patron.
that on the Monday day.
Yeah.
That. But I mean, it's like how rare it seems to pull one pallet of 4 barrels and have 4 of
Or
them
single barrels.
be good enough to be single barrels is wild.
Yeah.
Like super
agree.
uncommon. Like,
It's usually, I mean, at most, I'd say 2 on a pallet is.
and that's like a good pallet.
moving
That's a
average.
good pallet. Hey man, that's good. If we buy 12 barrels and 4 of them are single barrels, I'm like, that's good.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not, that is a very uncommon thing to have 4 barrels on one pallet randomly be that good.
My ankles are cold.
And it's cold as shit in here, dude.
Fuck.
It's nothing can keep up currently.
No.
Anywhere. I didn't even look at I just have our electric bill here to auto pay. It's probably just through the fucking roof.
$6 million.
Yeah. I went through 3 of off a different pallet. 2
Yeah.
or 3 52s from the same lot though. And those were freaking awesome too.
Really?
And it was like,
Did you
dude,
proof any of them?
no.
I
No,
want to
'cause
know if they're all 60 plus
I
percent.
pulled them in 375s.
Yeah. Were they dark?
Yeah.
I bet they are.
They're dark as hell. All those 52s are always really dark. Like Rye 4 was really dark too. And that was a normal proof. That was like 127 or 130, somewhere in there.
I mean, honestly, that Barrels of Hope rye is like as close to the color of Rye 1.
Oh yeah, that's
And
true.
there was still a bunch of microchar in that bottle.
In Rye 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Our
'cause-
filtering
because
here is
Barrel-
more
yeah,
than what
you're
Barrel
right.
King did.
It
'cause
definitely is, yeah.
They've got that mesh and the cheesecloth, so they do basically uncut, unfiltered. And that one we have 100 mesh screen
Twice. So yeah.
and I had to clean the filter 2 times
And Rye
during
1
that
was
bottling.
older.
or don't.
And Rye 1 was at like just an extremely short barrel.
Yeah.
So it made a lot of sense.
But that was a 95.5.
Yeah. But no, I just mean from like the color perspective, it's so short. It was
Yeah.
69 bottles or whatever. This was 140 something.
Yep.
So whatever. But those rye barrels are so good, dude.
Mhm.
Like legitimately some of my favorite barrels that we have here are definitely those.
Yeah.
Out of everything we own. Probably everything we have owned. Outside of the Sagamore experimentals we got, the, I don't know, 12 barrels of or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that
Which we technically got 7 more of those cooking.
yeah, they're just babies right now.
Yeah, they are.
It was nice. Those were 9 years old. That was nice.
Yeah.
Ours are 1.5 right now.
Just about. Yeah. Because I think I made that blend during summer at some point.
And it was 9 month or something.
8
and
month.
1 year 1, something like that.
Yeah, 1-1 or 1-2, something like that.
That barrel's good though already, which is wild
Insane.
for the age. on that, it's
a
insane.
1.5-year-old whiskey.
Yeah.
People were picking that over
9
7. Oh, 9 years?
9 year MG.
9-year MGP.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's not even 2 years old.
It looks like it's 8.
Yeah.
Double barrel's a hell of a drug, dude.
Yeah.
Now, I really do think from the double barrel perspective, I think like a really good double barrel needs to be in there for a long time.
Yeah, because
to
it
get-
calms down. Like
after,
they
like,
always get really
6 to 12
funky,
months.
like right up front,
Yeah.
and then they take time to really get into the wood.
I think like a nice 12 to like 24 month double barrels is probably a really cool spot to be.
Mhm.
I think 13th Colony probably agrees because I think their double barrels were like two
Yeah,
years in,
something like
the
that.
second barrel.
Yeah.
Which is forever. I mean, that's forever to wait when you're finishing something. But I think you get rid of like the too much char
Yeah,
note.
I think that's what happens is they pick that up way too fast,
Yeah.
and everything just kind of like we've always called it like a barbecue note.
Yeah.
Like they get mesquite,
Yeah.
woody, off, and you're just like, whoa, and that's most of the flavor.
I'm
Just gotta
looking
let that kind of chill out a little bit.
subside.
Yep.
I think, because it's also one of those things where you're introducing like a semi-aged product or an aged product to new oak or new char again, which is the thing.
You know what?
Is that my green apple bomb?
I think
The
so.
99 proofer
Yep.
or whatever, 100 proof?
99 proof. Oh my God. So that's sitting
We
on the
do
wall.
gotta go
Feel that.
Oh my gosh, dude! It's negative 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Even in here?
Yeah, because I think there's only like I'd have to look
yeah,
back. I think there's only like R13 in the walls.
Put your hand on there, you feel it.
Yeah.
Holy, buddy! If that's water, it'd be
Which is
damn
the-
near frozen.
Yeah.
That's a good barrel. It's just a fun barrel.
Yeah, we're talking about going there, so I figured that it's an old Louisville pick.
We need to go there at some point. Amin can't be there. He's the owner. So
Okay.
Amin was the guy that was there when Ryan and I and Dan and Julie went that day.
Yep.
And he's awesome. Like he's very much like let's just like choose your own adventure, do whatever you want, have a blast. You know what I mean? Try whatever you want. Anything here, try it if you want to try it. And he knows about all of it. So it's like, what are those barrels? And then he gives you the specs or whatever. He's where we learned about Spirit of Canton from, because when we went there, he had Spirit of Canton barrels. And that old Louisville that Ryan picked, that really short 36 rye, that was double barreled, that was really good.
That was one you wanted, but it was too short.
Yes, that was a Spirit of Canton barrel.
Okay.
And he was like, he liked Spirit of Canton because he's like, they don't leak a bunch. They soften really well, like the char, the double oak or whatever, softens really well. But we were gonna go there. Amin can't. That was one of the options. There were 3 options for the barrel pick. We needed to slot a barrel pick in between 2 other barrel picks for time's sake.
Yeah, because it's like a Tuesday, Thursday type thing.
Yeah, it's a Monday, Wednesday pick, but Tuesday we have nothing going on.
Yeah.
The whole day.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, while we're down there, we could knock something else out and go somewhere cool. And we can take the people who won the first SBS, because on Wednesday we'll be in Bardstown.
Yep.
So I'm like, it's easy in my brain for me to be like, we have other shit we can do. We can go to Evergreen. We can go to Mr. Tubbs. Like there's stuff we can take them to do that's fun and different that we can't do in a lot of other places. But the Monday pick, it was like, what else are we going to do? So then I was like, if we do a pick on Tuesday, if we do it in the morning, they can come with us.
Yeah.
And then we'll just break off from there. We go back to the Airbnb. The next group will be there for the SBS picks. So
The long week.
I called, yep, it definitely will be. And I called Alves and I was like, what's like a cool Kentucky place that does good barrel picks? And then I posted on Patreon and let patrons just kind of like, just leave it in the comments and I'll do a poll later. And then I called Ryan again, or Ryan called me back later and he's like, dude, you know where I should have told you was Hartfield and Co. And which you and I don't believe I've ever had.
That doesn't ring any bells
Yeah.
for me.
And so it was between Old Louisville, Hartfield and Co. and Bluegrass, which is Elkwood.
Yep.
And so I told Ryan, I was like, nothing. Actually, Elkwood's been really awesome to deal with.
Yeah.
But we got Elkwood samples. Just it wasn't bad whiskey. It was a price point issue.
Yeah.
The barrels.
We had some of the 18-year ones.
Yes.
And like we just didn't absolutely love them.
They're $400.
$400.
Yeah. And so it turns into like a value proposition issue. And I told Ryan, I go, listen, they were really great about us being like, we just didn't fall in love with any of them.
Yeah.
And they offered to send more, and they did send more. Like, they weren't like, oh, fine, fuck you guys, which is cool because some people are like that. But I was like, I'd imagine if we go there, it probably is a different experience. You don't like those 4? Probably. As an independent
there's other
bottler,
things in the program that we can go through.
Hopefully it's like less red tapey than Buffalo Trace, where they're like, no, those are your 4. So have fun. But
and someone said that on the one pick group, where it's like, it's always difficult when you go places and you can only pick from what they offer you.
Yeah.
Then Buffalo Trace is like that in the SBS. It's like, here's your 4 options. Pick one.
which I listen, at their scale, I get it.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine that disaster of organizing that. How many barrels we got?
A billion.
400 million of them?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, we can't get everybody 12 samples.
Yeah.
You know, that's a bitch to manage and track.
And we also have to get our 2 trillion bottles out this year too.
Of our normal shit.
Yep.
And then on top of that, we've got like 3 people or 4 people running the barrel pick experience. Those 4 people have to keep track of shit. In theory, a lot of shit probably. And we're doing 2 to 3 picks a day.
Good warehousing.
It's
Come
a
to find out.
bitch, man. But I don't blame them for it. It's just not It's not an optimal from a pick experience.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, maybe Bluegrass would probably be cool to go down. Well, Elkwood is weird because
You didn't want to go with Brandon's suggestion?
what's that?
Good Tense?
That was a bunch of patron suggestions too.
Seriously?
Yeah. Listen, I've had good time whiskey.
We have.
Now then they're in a new spot. So at some point we should go over there
Yeah.
because they are in a new spot, not outside. It would probably be a lot better experience.
Well, it was 30 degrees when we went there, and it was
Yeah.
outside.
in Kentucky under a lean-to with shipping container. That was the whole so, and mind
nice
you,
people.
they were new.
Yeah.
Like they were really young then. They've moved. They're indoor. Like they have their own spot now. And we've driven by. It's got a different name on the front, but we've
Yep.
driven by it. But at some point, I don't hate the idea at all of going there and doing something or
Is it
going
Whiskey
through barrels.
Thief? Is that?
That's who it used to be under
Yeah.
because that was their farm they were on.
Yeah.
And now they've moved away from Whiskey Thief. They're not under their DSP or anything
Oh, okay.
anymore. But it was like really, truthfully, I'd rather go like pick some like badass bourbon or something like that
Yeah.
rather than like a very finished profiled like whatever.
Like we're about to drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truthfully, yeah. So, Ryan, I asked Ryan about Hartfield and Co. and like why, because I don't think we've had them. I know Kenny went and did a pick there for with Mashup. They did a pick. Ryan said he did a pick there. Ryan, what Ryan said was, I really want you guys to go there. And he goes, literally after Evernorth, they're the brand I want to succeed the most.
Oh, wow.
And coming from Ryan, not that Ryan doesn't want people to succeed, but
Yeah.
Ryan has pretty strong opinions on who's doing it right and wrong.
Yeah.
And I think he's often right. But he's got these opinions of like, if Ryan says somebody's doing it right, then that probably would ring true with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So Ryan was like, dude, I just like the way they're doing it. He's like, I think that they're good for the industry. Like, I
Oh.
think that they're a good brand, and I think that they're great people. He's like, I think if you guys went over there and we hung out for the day, he's like, we probably have about free reign of the place. We have a great relationship with them. And he's like, and I think you guys would hit it off with all of them. Like,
Cool.
all of them are cool.
So we going there?
So we're going there.
All right.
Well, and then this was the problem is nobody said Hartfield on the patron thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And a lot of people.
Anyone gonna be mad though if we go pick a cool barrel?
Well, there's also like we have to have people that want to buy it
Yeah.
because right now is definitely the pickiest from a purchasing perspective
As you should be.
that we've experienced from selling single barrels. And Hartfield has stuff that ranges from $80 to like $400 or $500. So if we get out there and we get a little bougie and it's expensive, so it's one of those
If.
things where it's like,
Yeah.
listen, if the whiskey's incredible and
Yeah.
it costs $250, man, that's worth $250.
I mean, the Buckners is sitting over there.
Yes,
Those-
exactly. Those sold well.
They're
That is
phenomenal whiskey.
also a brand that like people even buy on secondary though.
Yeah.
Whereas Hartfield is like even me and you were like, who's Hartfield, right?
Mhm.
So I basically posed the question. I reposted on Patreon the next day, and I said, "All right, so here's the deal. Like full transparency, of the whole situation. Ryan got a hold of Old Louisville,
Mhm.
and Ryan got a hold of Hartfield, and I was like, we can go do Bluegrass and Elkwood's a little different because this might not be how they're set up. This is how it just looks from an outside perspective. Bluegrass is actually a distributor. Bluegrass distributed or a wholesaler. Sorry.
Yep.
Bluegrass wholesaled almost all the Buff Turkey barrels.
Yeah.
They owned almost all of them. Elkwood is owned or under Bluegrass somehow. I don't
Yeah.
understand the legality. I'm assuming it's all above board. Not trying to get anybody in trouble. Somehow there's a distribution or a wholesale aspect and a independent bottling aspect
Yeah.
to that brand. And so it was one of those things where it's like,
Well, I mean, MGP's kind of doing the same thing.
yeah, they're a producer.
I mean,
too,
they're all
on top
three.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. They are. MGP's not an independent bottler. They produce their own product. They bought Penelope, so
Yeah.
Penelope's I guess in theory, the independent bottler of MGP
Yeah.
now, now they're just a house brand. So I was like, I've been to Old Louisville and that place was a blast. Like I know that will be a good experience for all of us, and I know we'll have fun, and I know we'll find good whiskey, and I already know their price ranges, so it's a little bit easier, right?
Yeah.
Like we can get ultra aged product. Like we can get a 10 to 14 year probably MGP. It's gonna be around $150 to $250. Like it's already
They got
like we
18-year
have a
stuff.
baseline, which is pretty easy.
Yeah.
And people know Old Louisville. People love Old Louisville products. Like, Old Louisville's almost kind of like sneakily snuck into like the old Carter position a little bit. I feel like,
Oh yeah.
like if you want a premium Kentucky bottle,
Yeah.
and it's going to be pretty good most of the time, type shit. But the way that Ryan talked up Hartfield, it was like, man, how do we not go to Hartfield?
Yeah.
So then on Patreon, I put, listen, here's the deal.
Here's the thing.
Amin's not going to be at Old Louisville because that's what they told Ryan. Like he's out that day.
Yeah.
And he's in a different state. Like he can't make it. So I was like, okay, well that that changes it a little bit because Amin was going to let us kind of free reign.
Yeah. Do
And so
more
it's like
fun
that
stuff.
does change a little bit. That changes the experience probably. And so I posted on there. I said, Amin's not going to be there. Not that we can't go. We have been invited to go. We just know he won't be there. And not that the other person who's going to take care of us would do it different. I have no idea. That's just now it's more of a coin
But you
flip
have one experience of going there before with him being
and he's
there.
awesome.
Yeah.
And even like Ryan's relationships with him too.
Yeah.
So it's one of these things where it's like our guy isn't there and it's a little different, whatever. Ryan's like, got everything that we could pick from Hartfield and like sent it to me. And I'm like, that's super fucking helpful. And pricing, which is even better.
Perfect.
So Hartfield has their own distillate that's 5 to 6 year old wheated bourbon. I believe it's bourbon.
Okay.
It's wheat, whiskey, or bourbon, but I think it's bourbon. That's like $80 a bottle at cast strength. And people on Patreon were like, some of those wheated Hartfields are sleepers. Like some of them are awesome.
Yeah.
Especially for $80. So like, that's cool. We go try their distillate.
Yep.
They also have 9, 10, 13, 18, 15-year-old Barton as well.
Okay.
Well, and all of their pricing, like I think you can get like a 12 or 13-year-old Barton for like $2.30 a bottle.
I mean, it's about this. It's on par with like Augusta.
It is.
There.
And so I'm like, okay. Well, then they also have all of that Barton stuff, the 9-year Barton stuff, in French oak to pick through, and they have it in toasted barrels to pick through. So I'm like, there's a lot of options. Like from a standpoint of like we get to go through weeded stuff. We can try all these different aged Barton things. Having them at different ages would be cool. When we did it with Buckner's, it was like the 10 years something, the 13 is different. Oof. The 15's different. Ooh. And it was like, so it's one of those, in all the price, I mean, Buckner's has great whiskey. Price tag on it's obviously pretty high on some of the stuff. But I posted on there, I was like, so this is what Ryan said about Hartfield. These would be our options. This is the price range. So realistically, at this point in my brain, it's Old Louisville or Hartfield. You guys pick.
Yeah.
And so basically, out of 400 or 500 people voted, and it was like 78% Hartfield.
Oh, nice.
Saying like, we'd do that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people commented below and was like, Kenny's bottle from Hartfield. Ryan just said Hartfield's a little bit of a hard sell right now. That's the only downside.
Yeah.
Ryan or somebody on that post was like, Kenny's Hartfield pick is fucking crazy.
Mashup Kenny?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, listen, if they got barrels that people are saying are fucking crazy, we should probably go. We should
Kenny picks good whiskey.
Snoop around a little bit. Especially if they're not going to give us 4 samples and be like, good luck. You know what I mean? So
not being what we talked about earlier.
Yes.
That predicament.
Yes. So we're going to Hartfield on Tuesday.
Perfect.
In the morning. It's like this is the only other downside.
2 hours away.
Hour from the Airbnb.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just not perfect.
Yeah, it's not ideal, especially if it's in the morning.
Yeah. But so we're going to do that. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to meeting them because Ryan spoke them up, talked them up a little bit, which is cool. Ryan says he loves those guys. Their bottle shape is, I think it might be the exact same shape as the Hill Rock bottles. It's the big square, that big chunky square. The front of the bottle looks fucking sweet though. Their labeling is, so I don't know if it's painted on. It's all gold swirly.
Yeah.
It's cool shit on the front.
So there you guys go. We got, what are we doing? A Saz Rye.
100 proof Saz Rye.
Oh, 100 proof Saz Rye, Hartfield.
And bottled and bond,
1792 bottled and bond.
Yep.
Got all the things coming.
And then 2 weeks after that, we go back to Kentucky because we're running Evernorth contract distillate at Green River.
Yes.
So
we'll get you guys some footage of that so you can kind of see what's happening over there.
Yeah, that'll be a video. But the Hartfield 1792 and Saz will not be a video. I mean, we can bring cameras if we want to shoot Hartfield, but it was one of those things.
Just like a new thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we've done a lot of, thankfully because of the community, we've done a good amount of picks through Buffalo Trace, and I mean, we've done 3 1792 now.
This will be the third one.
Oh, this is the third. Yep. And there's nothing to see at 1792 because they don't do tours really. That'll be a 30-second video. It could be a short.
It'll just be us picking the barrel.
We picked the second sample. Yay.
Yeah, and that's what I was like. We don't need Brandon. Like, we don't need to pay for Brandon to come. Pay for flights because we've been to Buffalo Trace 5 times and we've been to 1792 twice.
Yep. It's a little different, like when we got to go to Bowman. Like that was a whole new experience.
Yeah,
got to see that, so I'm hoping people like that video.
Yeah,
but I don't know how many videos you guys want to see of us taking the same tour at Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
I think we've had almost we've seen about every square inch Buffalo Trace.
I think we've had every tour that we're allowed to have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like we've had 3 or 4 different ones,
and we've got one I think on film with Freddie.
Yep.
It was like, what are you guys missing there?
Yeah. There's not more to discover, I don't think.
That'd be fun.
I am excited
don't have to go shoot anything.
With the Saz pick, they gave him the choice to do a 90 or 100.
Yeah.
And he's like, which one do you want to do? And I was
I'd
like,
much rather do 100.
I go, buddy, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, listen, it's your pick. At the end of the day, this is your decision. And I won't hate you either way. It doesn't, if you're asking for my opinion, it is always going to be the 100 proof because I've never even had a 100 proof pick.
Mm-mm.
And they're new. So that's a little bit more fun. And I've had SAS 90 proof picks and they're fine.
Yeah.
Especially at the price. I mean, they're like $30.
Yeah.
They're great at $30.
Foolproof is okay.
Yeah. Full proof at the price is good.
It's like $40.
Yeah.
45, something like that. Not bad.
So it's like, dude, I mean, would you rather have an Eagle Rare pick at 90 or 100? Because I'd rather have it 100 every time, So it's like, we might as well do that. It's not like the 100 is so, it's like, dude, I mean, I know a lot of, we're talking enthusiast whiskey people anyways, but it's not like it's like, well, nobody's going to buy it because it's too hot now.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not scaring anyone
Old
off.
Forester is the perfect example of like, we would pick the black label over the blue.
100%.
Because the 100 proofs we've had have all been good. Never had a bad black label.
Yep.
Had some bad blue ones. For
Had
sure.
a couple bad blue ones.
And we know people who've gotten blue samples now who were like,
nah.
turned them all down.
Yep.
They weren't even like remotely good, And it's like, so often it's not always barrel proof's better. Now, if we
We've
could
been
pick
wrong.
a barrel proof SAS rye, we would do that too.
If we could do a barrel proof
Not an
Eagle
option.
Rare,
Somebody sign me up. Somebody send this to Buffalo Trace.
I'm sure.
Sign me up for a barrel proof Elmer pick, dude. I will do pure shill for Buffalo Trace. You know what? Eagle Rare 17 this year, best whiskey I've ever had. Ever. My whole life. I'll do it. You guys will know that I'm doing it, but I'll do it. It won't go
There will
far.
be signs.
There will be signs.
It'll just be Dan and a snow angel of Elmer bottles. Oh, I didn't make the Patreon, sorry.
Super short barrel, dude.
Just 100 bottles sitting around you.
Super short.
How many went to Patreon? 4.
Scrooge McDuck into them.
Yeah.
Oh, Elmer barrel proof, maybe the best idea they've ever had. We'll see, but probably the best idea they've ever had. Stags aren't good anymore, so we might as well move to a mash bill.
See, that's
barrel
why
proof.
I'm still so freaking mad about the new Btac being E.H. Taylor.
I don't mind it.
They're all
did
mash bill ones. They
but-
needed a mash
I
bill
know, but
too. Fucking Btac.
Listen, if E.H. Taylor this year, if the E.H. Taylor Btac this year was if E.H. Taylor Btac this year was as good as 4-grain E.H. Taylor 4-grain,
Yeah,
none of us would have complained.
probably
not a
not.
single person.
Unfortunately,
It wasn't.
it was single E.H. Taylor single barrel
It was a little better.
worthy.
It was older.
Cool.
That's how I'll put it.
Didn't taste a lot better.
It was older,
Cool.
but it was better than our E.H. Taylor single barrel.
Not marginal amount.
Well, I didn't. I'm not measuring. I'm just saying it was better. But
I am.
in Elmer,
wasn't.
what they just have that E.H. Taylor has to be special tasting.
Yeah.
That's all it has to be. And I'm sure that's a pain in the ass. I'm sure that's hard. They've got a lot of really good barrels. It just has to be special. And this year it was the first year. You can't have your inaugural year be the down year. That can't be it. I guess next year, if it's incredible, everybody will be like, holy shit, they did it. I guess.
They brought it back. It's not going to deter anyone from, like, if we walked in
Still
and saw
Btac.
a fucking Taylor next year, you'd be like,
$400 still buy
yeah,
it.
I'm still buying that.
$400 still buy it.
Last year's wasn't that great, but you know what? I'll gamble.
I mean, they do benefit from Btac being better and worse every year from
Yeah.
that perspective, where it's like last year could be not great, but there will be a great year. Come hell or I would bet so much money that there will be an incredible year.
For
Nobody
sure.
knows when it is.
Yeah.
It's a coin flip every year, but it could be next year.
Could be.
This is the thing. If the first 4 are shitters, I'm out on 5.
I like how
though.
you were like 4. That was your hard line.
4
This
is
the
where I'll
4th
stop.
time. Yeah.
4 is where I'll stop.
Fool me
caring.
once, shame on me.
Yeah.
Fool me 4 times, I guess shame on you.
Finally, I will take blame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't buy the 5th one if the first 4 are like
And
the
that's
first
going to
one.
be the year that it's phenomenal.
It will be.
Yeah, 100%.
It doesn't benefit them to make it like one
Doesn't
Btac.
benefit them to do another fucking mash bill 1, I think.
No, I know it didn't make. I mean, not monetarily, it doesn't. But the problem is the other. This is the other issue now. They can't. I don't think it's a good idea. Let's say now they add a mash bill too, right? Now it's a Blanton's
Yeah.
or a Elmer or Rock Hill or whatever.
It would either be Bland's or
Elmer.
Elmer.
But
Everyone thought when they were teasing it was going to be an Elmer.
yeah, I did.
Or I'm sorry, everyone thought it was going to be a Bland's.
I thought it was gonna be Elmer.
I thought it was going to be
honestly.
Bland's.
I don't think they can do a Blanton's Btac.
Why?
The bottle shape.
Oh, probably because they don't own the line, remember? That's
Well, probably doesn't help.
Yeah.
But the bottle shape is too specific. All the other ones can be who gives a shit. You know what
Elmer's
I mean?
the same way.
But people don't buy Elmer because it looks like that. People buy Blanton's because it looks the way it looks.
That's true.
Like,
I'll give you that.
yeah, Blanton's is so
Iconic in the bottle.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the most iconic whiskey because of the bottle, mostly.
It's still the one that you see in movies, and
Yeah.
you're like, they got Blanton's.
Yeah. It is, and it's
John Wick drink Blanton's.
It's like
Blanton's.
Blanton's is when you put Blanton's in a wine bottle.
Yeah.
It's not Blanton's anymore. It's just gonna feel like that. You could put Elmer in fucking any bottle you want right now and put Elmer on it, and people be like, "Oh, it's a new Elmer bottle." If they did that with Blanton's, people would throw a bitch fit. It'd be like Bardstown's new branding.
I'd be
Everybody's
clapping.
complaining
I'd be
about right now.
I'd be so happy though to see a Mash Bill 2 Btac.
Me too, but this is now back to what I was gonna say. I think the problem is now they've got, is it 6, 5?
6.
6 now?
Yep.
Well, you can't have fucking 10 of these things. There cannot be 10 Btacs.
There can.
It's too many.
Well,
right?
I mean, they're gonna run out of labels to throw things under.
It's but a 10 like that, the 5 lineup of Btac, that's
Yeah.
pretty. A 10 is like, what the fuck?
Realistically, it's just the 2. You just gotta push the rest out. You got
WLW,
WLW
George
and George C. Stagg right there in the middle.
Sometimes it's E8 or ER though.
Sometimes it is.
And sometimes it's not George C. Stagg. There have definitely been down years.
I've been
George
telling
C.
people
Stagg.
just throw a couple drops of water in this year.
This year's was good.
Perfect.
It
It's
was
just a
good.
little warm on
It's
the
really
end.
hot.
That was it.
It was good though.
Yeah.
It's still. This is an appropriately not the best George C. Stagg.
Yeah.
Still damn good
It
whiskey.
was damn.
You know
good.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And it's not the best WLW either. It's really fucking good.
we ever had? I would like to taste the worst WLW. I'd like to taste that. Whatever you're.
That's so objective.
No, but you could do like a collective
Or
Wh-
subjective.
Somebody
whatever
would
it is.
somebody would say
yeah.
everybody has the ability to do the best year ever, right?
Yeah.
So the worst year ever it was 2017 for WLW. I like to try that one. I bet it's still great, and I bet it was still one of the best Btacs that year.
Yeah.
Figure it out, man.
I also wouldn't be shocked if they just threw another Weller under Btac. They're like, fucking, who cares?
Weller's single barrel.
Yeah. Weller single barrel Btac.
What a bitch that would be, dude. Which one did you get?
And it's got to be like fucking 15. Oh, I guess they could probably do it at like 12 years old, and people wouldn't even bitch that much.
No, as long as it tastes like WLW, nobody
Yeah.
will care because it's so good. I do think I think if they water down the Btac line with too many labels, it becomes less cool. I do think that. Now, I've got
I don't think it would.
I do.
What's your number? There's
8,
6 right now.
Yeah, 8, 7, 8.
So if they
somewhere in
added an
there.
Elmer,
I think if they added
or-
Elmer, you're pushing it, and that's the end. It has to be the end. I think that lineup gets so
what
big.
else? What other line would you put in there though as a Btac outside of? You already said Bland's is off the table.
Yeah.
So you get Elmer. Rock Hill's never going to be a Btac.
Sure.
Like 6 people
We'll
know about
recognize
Rock
it.
Hill.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hancock's is the same.
Yep. Like those lines, just people. I feel like they're just so far and few between when you find them.
Yeah.
People just don't ever think about them.
Benchmark. Hear me out.
No, I
Hear me
would
out.
rather fight you.
$80. Fuck let's ruin the whole price game. $80.
Why not?
$80 Btac, 130,000 bottle release. It's 7 years old. It's barrel proof. I bet it'd be phenomenal. Top floor the whole time.
Well, it's another Mash Bill 1 then.
Who cares? Put benchmark in the shitty font.
So
Make it look awful.
they've got 3 Mash Bill 1s.
Yep.
2 ryes and a wheated.
Is Thomas H. Handy and Saz the same?
Same mash bill.
It
I'm
is?
pretty sure Buffalo Trace only has 1 rye mash bill
Okay.
and 1 wheated mash bill.
Okay.
So everything from Weller Special Reserve up to
Yeah.
WLW is the exact same thing.
Is Pappy and WW the same mash bill as well, right?
I think so.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, because it's poor man's Pappy if you
Yeah.
need 12 in one.
So they got
yeah.
mash bill 1, mash bill 2, a rye, and a wheated. And they make all their SKUs off that.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't think the addition to get up to 3 mash bill 1s.
The E.H. Taylor doesn't have to be a mash bill one, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Because in the past, they've done other shit with it.
they have.
So that one is maybe they could like at least branch out a little bit. Like that's more
You would want to see
playgroundy.
like a 4
Another
grain
4 grain,
each
yeah.
Taylor
Something like
Btac.
Yeah. Or different wood, like seasoned,
Seasoned
wood.
wood,
Like-
cured oak.
At least with the E.H. Taylor in the past, they've played with that SKU.
Yeah.
Like that's been more of a playground
Yeah.
than any. I mean,
That's why I thought it was ridiculous to add it in there because you already have like the like LE version of your EH Taylors.
yeah. I bet they stopped doing those. That's what I think. I think they stopped doing those now.
What was the last one? Amaranth?
18-year. Which one came out first?
I don't know if
Amaranth or
they would-
18-year marriage.
One of those two, yeah. And that's been a couple years, hasn't it? So you're probably right. They might not do that anymore.
I just think they would. There is no reason to do both whatsoever, at all.
Yeah.
That when they made that Btac, I was like, oh, they're just using their LE. They just moved their LE into a new package. This is all they did. But each there could give Btac a playground for different shit, new woods, new grains, whatever.
It also makes the most sense to, I mean, since they are kind of same mash billy, to just have one kind of fun, like Taylor looks premium.
Yes, it does.
It comes in the tube.
Yep.
Like if you did like a 4-grain fucking Buffalo Trace, people aren't going to care as much. Doesn't look as good.
Yeah, they won't.
But if you do it in a Taylor bottle, it looks way fucking better.
And I like
you get the tube.
Taylor also has the
reputation of like being better.
Taylor has the reputation of their Taylor LEs being very good whiskey. I like Buffalo Trace is always Buffalo. It's good and it's supposed to be $30 and it's great at $30. You know what I mean? Like Bland's is always I mean, we've had not great ones now, but Bland's often is like it was a very good $60 bottle of whiskey for a long time.
Or 150, whatever you find it for.
80 now or whatever it is. But like I think that like those were always just normal. And in the age, Taylor has small batch and single that are always normal. And barrel proof's always normal just at barrel proof. But at least their Btac lineup has a playground if they want it. If they don't use it that way, it's a waste.
It feels that way, doesn't it?
Because you couldn't make cool one-off projects now, and they should be Btacs.
Yearly release,
it's just year
anyways,
after year. So who gives a fuck? Make it different every year.
Yeah.
Make it your snowflake of the Btac lineup. That being said, I have an alternative idea, and they should take it and run with it, and then they should also send me a check.
Okay.
So
hit me with it, Dan.
Expand the whole Btac line, like I just said, they should never.
I was going to say, you just fucking argued against this.
But they have to follow Rule 2 after they follow Rule 1.
Expand the line. How many bottles are we looking for?
Fuck it, 10. All the mash bill 2s are Btacs now. Fuck it, all of them. Who gives a shit? Maybe not.
Weller Special Reserve Btac.
Sure, whatever, dude. But go to, I don't know, 8 to 10.
Okay.
Only put the ones out that year that are incredible.
Oh.
Fucking skip the
year.
year.
If you have 8, you're only putting out maybe 4.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But that year, those 4 were great.
I mean, this year, Stag, WLW, and SAS 18.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
For sure.
Yeah.
If you got 8, well, add 1 more to that. Put out 4. Put out 5. Whatever. On your down year, they've already done this with George C. Stagg. They pulled it and said it wasn't good enough to go out. If that was the real reason, let's just say hypothetically they didn't lie to anybody and that was true. It actually was like a quality issue.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everybody was pissed. Well, everybody's pissed because there's 5 of them at the time, and that was the biggest release, and that was definitely the mainstay. George C. Stagg and WLW are the big boys of Btac.
1,000,000%.
Always, no matter what. And so it's like one of those things where it's like, well, when those are missing, that's a fucking problem. It feels bad. Well, if you got 8 and then you move to this cycle of every year we do at least 3 or 4, but those 3 or 4 are fucking bangers.
I would say honestly, like WLW, George T. Stagg are probably like the number 1 for most people.
Yes.
You put Eagle Rare in there, and then kind of everything else just filters out to personal preference.
Yep.
Because you're not a big handy guy.
Nope, it's always
but there are people that love them.
Yeah. They're wrong, but
I've had a couple good ones. The one that Jimmy brought when we went on his Buffalo Trace pick.
Yeah, that was good.
Phenomenal. I know that was an older one.
That was one of my favorite ones I've had.
Phenomenal.
The problem with Handy, making Thomas H. Handy a Btac is basically making benchmark a Btac.
I was just going to say, it's like 6 years.
Yeah, it's young. It's just barrel proof. There's nothing else special about it, period. It's just a younger rye at barrel proof because SAS 18 is low proof.
Yeah.
So you have your barrel proof option. You know what? Make Thomas H. Handy 10 years old or something. That'd be cool. I bet it'd be phenomenal. I mean, just you do it. George C. Stagg's 15 in
it'd be cool to see a double-digit
proof.
age statement on Handy.
Handy's the only one that
because it's not like it even really
belong.
Fights with SAS.
No,
it's 90 proof.
Yeah, no, they're different. Eagle Rare 17 doesn't fight with George C. Stagg.
Yeah,
they're just apples and caterpillar. It's like a completely different issue. Dude, it would be so. Thomas H. Handy,
I didn't think that.
Only bottle that does not belong in Btac every year. It does not. Especially now that they have SAS 125 proof. Especially now that they have that. So you change it, man. Just make it fucking awesome. You know what? Drop it. Your giant balls on the table. Put out a 10-year THH at 142 proof, and everybody will lose their shit, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone would lose their mind. I mean, that bottle would be a fortune on secondary for a while. It'd be so cool, too. And it tastes better. That'd be cool. And listen, I got a lot of ideas for Btac, so
I,
they can start.
I'm now realizing this.
Yeah,
that,
I got tons
you
of
got
ideas
it.
for them. Yeah,
Taz is like taking notes,
Write
and
the
then
check.
it's going like right into the
Write the
shredder.
check.
You think?
No.
Like
See,
right off the page.
Listen,
right off the
they don't
desk into the
obviously
shredder.
super successful company. Obviously, don't have to listen to me. Obviously, I'm not smarter than them.
Obviously, aren't going to.
Those 3 things are true. What I will say is I'm right. That's all I'll say. From an enthusiast perspective, I think people would be more intrigued by those ideas than they would adding a 15-year Taylor every year that is a normal mash bill one, that's a normal 100 proof, that's a normal whatever lineup.
So, how much longer do you think we got until LE start coming down in price?
Well, I mean, the Btacs aren't bad.
No,
They're
no,
only
I'm saying
150.
across the industry.
Give me like examples of LEs right now, like high price tag LEs. Are you talking legacies or like NDPs?
I would say across the entire industry. Like
Because
so
most
there's
legacy LEs aren't bad.
300. I mean, all
Okay,
of Turkey's
for
are
Turkey.
300.
I'm gonna be
Heaven
completely
Hill
honest with you, buddy.
19 was.
If they put out another Russell's 15,
that was 330 or something like that. They're cranking out like the Heaven Hill,
well,
like the big boy, the blue labeled ones.
Heaven Hill needs to lower their pricing. That's
Those
for
are
sure.
like 300 too.
Yeah.
The 70th was in that package, but that was only like 150. 9 years old.
Yeah, that didn't feel. That was a weird thing because
Didn't it feel not bad because
well,
it came in that bottle and wasn't $250?
Well, I think it didn't feel like an LE though, which was weird.
Unity was 250.
Unity was.
We never shot a review on it.
Heaven Hill
We own 2 of them.
has to lower their pricing.
I
They
mean,
have
Campari
to.
can too.
I know, but if you put out Russell's 15 at 300 right now, that
Yep.
bitch is not sitting anywhere.
Yep.
Anywhere. Put out another Unity at 300 and that will sit. You know what I mean? Like, it's at some point going to have to either be based on quality of juice, whiskey, which Heaven Hill has not been producing the best quality whiskey, I don't think. And Campari has been, at least, not justifying the price, saying at least when I paid 300 for Beacon, holy shit, Beacon's good.
Because it's going to have to come back down. Like, I don't.
You would expect it to.
It was too much too fast on the price elevation across the board.
COVID, yeah.
I mean, not even that. Like, from like 22 to 23, I felt like there was probably a 25 to 40% bump on a lot of.
But we were still in the up. And
we
we
were
in those
like
years.
we were really on the up then.
We were at probably almost the peak. Truthfully,
maximum acceleration rate there. So it was like
I
many
don't know,
people
man.
we've had this conversation are dialing back how much they're buying.
Yep.
There's so much more
Distillers are
risk
dialing back how
adverse
much they're
on
distilling.
spending.
You mean
$300?
consumer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the consumers themselves,
Yeah.
it's really going back
You're
to brand loyalty,
Pick
which
here.
is what we talked about years ago is
Yep.
going to happen.
Yep.
It has. I think we're really into it.
I think I'm a prophet.
I think the LE sales are going to kind of settle down a little bit.
Four Roses
About-
doesn't have to lower. That was like 150.
Yeah.
So that doesn't need to change at all.
And
Btac doesn't need to change.
I mean, like,
Jack
what
doesn't need
Beam
to
is
change.
slowing down
Production.
There are other companies that will
Man,
be
and
slowing
Beam just had a
down.
monster. Like, not from,
They had a monster
not
year.
from, I won't say, I don't know financials and sales and all that for them.
Yeah.
From a LE whiskey year,
Yeah.
Beam had a great year.
Yep.
An incredible year. Actually, I would argue Turkey did too. Because the new single Rick was incredible.
Yes.
Beacon was incredible.
Yep.
Jack.
Beacon.
Jack's enthusiast bottles this
The
year.
new Russell's 15.
Incredible. Like, this is the problem. Four Roses LEs aren't. Oh, I don't think.
Yeah, but in those like 4 bottles we just listed, you got like $1,200 to $1,500 spent
you do for sure.
for 4 bottles.
But you probably aren't finding all of them anyways.
Some people are.
Some people are, and those people, often the people that spend that much money don't care if they spent that much money.
Yeah.
There's other people who it's like, listen, if we walked into a store and we saw Russell's 15, let's just mark everything up a little bit. We saw Russell's 15 for 400, Beacon for 350, 400, or Beacon was 400 in Michigan actually, at a lot of stores. So you see Russell's 15 for 400, Beacon for 400, Btac for 500, and you see Knob 21 for 300. I wouldn't buy all of those.
Yeah.
I would pick one though.
You got
I
a
don't
lot.
know which one.
Yeah, you got a
but
lot
I would
going on
spend
right there.
$400 one time
Yeah.
on one of those bottles, right? It would probably be Russell's 15, depending on the Btac. And if we knew we already
Doesn't that
had
feel
it,
like a problem though?
it does. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a fucking bummer.
Yeah.
I think how about this? Now we haven't run into this problem yet since we've gotten into whiskey. So it's going to be hard to answer the question, I guess. But
Okay.
hypothetically, name the last time you saw a brand lower their fucking pricing. Other than somebody-
Beam did it with the Bookers.
That's true. They did.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fair
Because
point.
they hit like 110
They went
for a
up to-
while or
yeah,
something
and
like
they went
that.
back down to
and then
90.
they dropped it back down.
Because they stopped selling them.
Yep.
That's fair. I think that's the only now excluding
I'm sure it's happening
somebody
in other
leaving the
places.
state
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
You're
But
talking actual.
talking the products on the shelf.
Yeah.
The SKU's alive, and they lowered the price.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It's few and far between.
It doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
With LEs, I think it's going to happen slower than everything else because there are less of them. They don't have to sell
Feels like there's
180,000
more
bottles.
and more and more LEs.
Well,
though.
no. From a production standpoint,
Yeah.
they make a lot.
I mean,
of
Buffalo
Bookers.
Trace is adding in a whole new fucking line to their LE.
Yeah,
All these places. I mean,
but
how many new?
But it's replaced. I do genuinely believe it's replacing a line they already had.
Yeah.
So it's just a shift, I think.
Okay.
But
there are other places that are adding on LEs.
yeah, for sure.
Prices are not.
They are not
cheap.
going down. Yeah, they're going in theory up.
They
but
got to chill though.
They do got to chill. I mean, fucking Boss Hog went 500 to 600. Wasn't good at 5. It wasn't. Some of the whiskeys are fine. It wasn't
Gotta
a
chill.
good value at price, but
So you don't think it'll happen anytime soon?
the LEs will be the last thing to change.
Man,
Because okay, so
I think it's easier to change LE price tagging than it is an entire SKU.
but it's less of an issue is the problem.
yeah,
Because with Booker's, and I'm making this number up off the top of my head.
go ahead.
Every Booker's batch is 100,000 bottles. No idea. Could be 50.
Sure.
No clue. Booker's is very widely available, and most releases are extremely widely available.
Yeah.
Right. They do what, 4 a year, 3 a year, whatever they do.
Whatever they want.
So, and I would assume that Booker's is probably a decent, like a decent amount of revenue because
Yeah.
they produce it
lot
seems
of
like
it.
they produce a lot.
Yeah.
Of it. Booker's had to come down because they made so fucking much of it that it was sitting everywhere, and when it sits everywhere and you're 4 batches behind,
Yeah.
that's hard.
So I think that's the other thing is like in what
ECBP will come down before their fucking Unity comes down. Like, I think because ECBP's case stacked everywhere. Unity's not case stacked anywhere. You know
in
what I mean?
how many years do you think will be another fucking crazy year of whiskey?
Like an uptick?
Mm-hmm. No, like because of so from what I'm coming from is so many places have been mass distilling for
Oh, so long.
4 to 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
5 years from now.
You think 5 years from now?
4 or 5.
So you're looking at like 9 to 10 years old on
Yep.
a lot of the
Yep.
2020 shit.
Yep. Because we'll all have it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then whiskey will be a fucking beautiful thing.
Do you think prices come down then?
From legacies?
Because there's so much whiskey out there that is gonna be
It
old.
probably depends. That probably, maybe it's like economy dependent, truthfully.
Okay.
If the economy turns back up, they don't got to lower shit. If everybody's got money, nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
This is what happened through COVID. Everybody that kept their job had more money than they ever had.
You lowered everyone's overhead.
You were getting checks in the mail.
Yeah.
And that's free money.
Well, the free money was not having to drive.
That's your
you're,
overhead,
you're not buying
right?
a lunch every
You're
day.
not going to dinner.
Yeah.
You're not going to events.
Yeah.
You're not going to see a comedy show, probably.
Yeah.
You're not going to fucking travel. You're not getting on an airplane.
I saved how much this month?
Yeah.
I can buy some whiskey.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got a check in the mail. It's $1,500.
Yeah.
That's fucking
I
funny
haven't seen
money.
my friends or the sun in 3 months.
Yeah.
I might as well drink.
That's funny money at that
Yeah.
point. Like that $1,500 is literally flexible spending now. I just do whatever you want
Yeah.
with it. So I think that's why I think everything could skyrocket through COVID. A lot of people lost their jobs, obviously.
yeah. Let's
but
not
the-
make light of that.
But
I
the
guess.
people, I'm not saying that COVID was overall a good thing. From an economics, from a spending standpoint,
Yeah.
everybody was spending all of the money because they weren't spending it on all these other things that cost a shit ton.
Mhm.
Travel's expensive as fuck. Like flying's expensive.
breathing feels expensive right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
But I think the economy is also like we're in a weird spot where like some people say it's great and then most people think it's not. And then it's like the stock market's in a weird place because of AI.
Yeah.
And so you look at all of them and you're like, I don't know if it's bad or good.
Man, my favorite thing was I just saw
Seems bad though.
a split. It was like the 1700s French breakdown of like everyone that owned the money, like the percentage.
Yeah.
And then
Like
they
it's
were like,
spreading.
yeah. And then across the population.
Yes.
So top like 1%, 10%, stuff like that.
Yep.
And then it about exactly mirrored the dispersion of wealth in America currently.
Oh, for
They're
real?
like, I'm not saying something's about to happen or
But-
anything. Good amount of revolutions that happened that year in
but-
France.
Yeah. I think that's like I think if the economy like upturns significantly where it was like everybody's comfortable again,
Yeah.
everybody's like cost of living's regulated to some extent. Groceries aren't like your
That
main
could come down too.
groceries
Fuck's
can't be
sake.
your main fucking spend.
Yeah.
You know, like it can't be the majority of your bank account every month. Like
Mortgages aren't 10%.
yeah, houses aren't $800,000 for a fucking 3-bedroom. You know what I mean?
2-bedroom loft.
Yeah. I think if that all gets fixed, then people's flexible spending money that becomes easier. Well, then maybe I buy 2 of those 400s instead of 1 or whatever. I don't think it doesn't
Still
resolve
feels bad.
the picture of
Still
it
feels bad.
climbing, right? But I do think. Listen, I think in my brain, Jack, I don't have a problem buying any of their LEs at the pricing they put out.
So okay, yeah, go ahead. Finish that thought and then.
Turkey, the pricing's a bummer, but the whiskey's incredibly good. So I think the quality at least matched most of the. Listen, 26, maybe it does. I don't know, but in 25 it did. In 24 it also did, right? Like Single Rick in 24, Russell's 15 in 24, monster bottles.
Yeah.
In
I'm not saying quality is going down.
No,
in any way,
but it
shape, or
has
form.
with some. This is the problem.
With
With Heaven Hill, a lot of Heaven Hill quality went down, price went up.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, you can't do both of those.
No.
No, that's not even acceptable in the industry.
What makes me laugh about like the pricing where people are like, well, there's 19-year-old whiskey in there. Like, yeah, bitch, 19 years ago, do you know what that cost was for them?
Sure.
Fucking free.
Sure. And there's like, especially with Kentucky, there's some built into, they paid taxes on all those barrels every year for a long time.
I don't remember the year.
23?
No, it was earlier
20?
than that. I think it was either like 19 or 20.
Okay.
That it was taxed based on whiskey sitting.
Yeah.
It might have been older than that. I don't remember. I remember looking
thought it was
at it.
around 20.
But they don't pay tax on
Not anymore.
like non-bottled like liquid.
The aging liquid.
Yeah.
Man, I don't remember the name of that tax.
Give us your
barrel
money
tax.
Yeah. Oh, that'll probably bring it up. Like Kentucky barrel tax. 2021?
23.
23? No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Signed into law in April 23.
Oh, maybe that was like 20 or 21. It was when they brought it up then.
Buddy, it started. They started signed in 23.
Okay.
With a gradual phase out. Starting in 26, January 1. So this is part of the problem is now, mind you, it matters where it came from, but a lot of that shit's coming from Kentucky that we're talking about.
It is.
So it is like, okay, so now I don't know how much those taxes cost. I assume it wasn't a ton, but I would
don't
assume,
know.
like per barrel, I should say. I assume
I
it
don't know
wasn't
if
a
it's,
ton,
it's probably based off proof gallons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but there was like at least some cost that went into like storing it more than a barrel house or condition or if electrical or whatever, or a guy going through.
I'm not saying that the like
It
cost
was
is
free.
nil
Yeah.
for them,
the
but
barrel cost was low. Like for them to produce it and put it in that
Yes.
barrel was
insanely low.
$100 or whatever it was.
Probably.
Right? But I do think, listen, I also get it. You sat on that barrel or those barrels for 15 years. So you could have sold those when they were 7. So in theory, you didn't make more money. Now,
I mean, when they charge $400 a bottle, they
so
are.
to fix it, you up the price because we did wait longer to sell it. Well, as long as quality came with the price, I'm okay to an extent.
I feel like they just went after the model of like, hey, we're selling less, just charge more.
Premium.
Yeah, just charge more.
Yeah, you get to pick.
We'll balance this out.
Well, all the crazy. I think the wild part in my brain is all of those brands, the brands that we're talking about right now, do both. So they already do volume.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where it's like, Btac isn't the big moneymaker at Buffalo Trace. No, it's like
when times are tight, you know what? You're right. A $60 bottle is not everyone's.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go home and have a pour.
Yeah.
Watch TV at night and then go to bed.
Yeah.
It's the $30 bottle.
It is. Yeah. But
and they got a lot of that.
Then they don't now they hurt when the whole industry hurts. They do hurt because they're part of the entire. They're in every check. I was explaining this to Brandon the other day. I was like, if you segment the whiskey specifically, if you segment the whiskey consumer, you can segment them into 3 pieces. The bottom shelf, more alcoholic base, the 25 is the top of your price, right?
Yeah.
It's a Jack Old number 7's your good bottle.
Yep.
And then you bump to somebody who would walk in here and just say, I like whiskey, and they just buy Woodford Reserve, and it's $40, and they're cool with that. And when it's a good day or they get a bonus, they buy a Woodford Double Oak, and it's $60, and 60s are high. And then you go above them, and that's enthusiasts, right? Those are the people that know, that care about the mash bill.
The enthusiast
proof.
has all of those bottles, though.
and the enthusiast will inevitably own all of them, but they'll spend their majority of their money purchasing LEs, single barrels, one-off ECBPs, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
I think you could segment it out where premium hurt the most right now. $200 to $500 bottles are the hardest sell right now, but there's the least of them.
Yeah.
So it's like it hurts, but there weren't that many to begin with. Now there's more because we have independent bottlers like
Yeah.
Augusta and like Preservation put out
Yeah,
monster
that's what I'm
bottles.
saying. There just
and
are a lot more
there's so
LEs
many, dude.
in the world. Not so
There's
much
more
that,
NDPs ever.
yeah, there's
than
not
there have
so
ever been.
many more LEs from like just the legacy
Yeah.
and the big boys that have been around for a long time. There are just LEs out there because
Everywhere, yeah.
they have their whiskey
Yeah.
that they sold off years ago
Yeah.
that they now are in the hands of other people,
I do.
and they're seeing what these the big boys
Yeah.
are charging, and they're like, well, we can charge that.
Yeah. Well, and Buffalo Trace has followed
Because
secondary
the
to
brokers
some
were like,
extent.
well, I mean, if they're making that much on
Yeah.
this type of liquid, well, now it's $8,000 a barrel.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, yeah.
Figure
when
it out.
We used to be 3 or 4 or whatever it was. But I think even to add to that, the part of the issue becomes there are the most it's not an issue. Part of what
it's great,
fed
actually.
into that was there's the most NDPs that have ever existed, probably, or there were maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago before anybody was shutting down. And so, like you just said, when they're granted access to that liquid, well, if Barton is a good example. Barton doesn't release an 18-year product. 1792
Calumet
doesn't
18.
release. Well, they didn't. Calumet. Well, they were doing 15s, but Barton doesn't own. But Barton doesn't own them.
Yeah.
So they would be in my brain an independent. They might distill, but that in my brain is an independent bottler.
Yeah.
So 1792 does not release an 18.
Yeah, their oldest is the 12-year SKU.
So they were like, what are we gonna do with all this fucking whiskey? Because we don't need it.
Yeah.
And if somebody will buy it, then cool. The buff turkey shit was like this weird one-off project, but those will come to market at some point again. Like that.
Yeah.
That isn't the only time somebody's ever needed help from somebody else. Michter's won't admit it, but they have whiskey from Brown Forman. And
Allegedly.
because they needed whiskey from somewhere.
Yeah.
And Brown Forman's right there. And so
right there.
Michter's doesn't have a problem selling Celebrations 25s and 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do think we get to the point
We're in trouble.
where Dr. Pepper cream soda, also one of the goated zeros. One of the goated zero sodas, pops of all time.
So he's going to like shake it up, running over here, back.
Help us out.
I think that's an autofocus
Help
too.
us
It'll probably
out.
snap to it.
Help us out.
I hope.
I do hope. My hope is that I think it was like 2 years ago. I said in a Thursday video that I don't hope for a glut, but I do hope that the up of production from Legacy gives independent bottlers the ability to use Legacy easier.
See, I don't think a glut's bad.
I don't think it's good.
Get a lot of cool shit out there, though.
Yeah, no, it will do that.
Yeah.
But now, well, I guess
cut some throats. Let's lower some price tags.
I guess realistically, yeah, it would be like the brands that people felt like were doing it right would survive.
Yeah.
So that's fair. Yeah. So I guess in that, if we think that we're doing it right, which I do,
yeah,
then we would survive and we would in theory
Well,
thrive.
I don't
through
think it's a
that,
bad thing.
Yeah,
for
that's
us.
fair.
Our I don't even want to talk about it. I feel like we're just like on our shit. It was like our price tags aren't bad.
Yeah, that's true.
We try to keep our quality of whiskey high.
Yeah.
If we got access to cooler barrels, like fuck, I'm not changing my price tag.
Sure.
I just have cooler whiskey now.
Yeah. The barrel market has to come down more even.
Well, it got insane.
The problem is like I think this is going to be the hardest part. Those buff turkey barrels, I don't know how many there were.
The hype
Let's
train
say there
on
were
those
500
too.
of them.
Yeah.
Right. Ever. There were 500 of them, so the broker goes, "There's only 500."
Yeah.
It becomes this volume thing,
And they're
again,
already
where it's
moving
like,
at high value,
well,
so you get down
even from
lower.
setting a value.
Yeah.
It goes like, I don't need to move a lot. It's not a volume product.
No.
I don't have them. I don't have 20,000 of these barrels to sell.
I got
have
this special little
500 of them.
snowflake. Yeah.
Right. So then it's like, well, somebody will pay 10 grand for them.
Yeah.
Because there's a premium
Market.
in NDP or independent bottler on the market who will sell them for $500.
Man, that is wild to me. Like a lot of the brands that have those aren't like a premium market. And I mean, as a premium brand,
That's true.
man, would I rather drink one or the other?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, that's more than the Cal 18 barrels were. Like from a bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, these were 500 for the Buckners, I think.
Mm-hmm.
400?
The 15s?
Yeah, were they 400? 300?
350.
Jeez, oh, Pete. You could get
3 or
almost
350.
two of them for a Boss Hog.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Cal 18 was 500. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what it was,
Yep,
yep.
sorry. That packaging is
Because I think the
so
13s were
beautiful.
like 200, and then the 15s were like 300.
Yeah, these were 230 or 250.
Yeah, and
is what these
I
were.
think the 15s were like 300.
Okay. Man, that's
But they were some fucking
Some of those are monsters,
man.
though. But that'll happen. It will
Yeah.
happen again that somebody was like, we distilled this for somebody else and they don't need it and it's
Yeah.
off profile and they can't
Well,
use
like
it.
a lot of distillers overrun and then
Yeah.
just sell off new make because
Yeah.
it's like, oh fuck it, we can just our warehouse is full.
Yeah.
We haven't bottled enough shit. All right, cool. Just throw it on out there and make some money.
Yeah.
Someone will take it.
I'm really hoping.
If Buffalo Trace overran fucking mash bill too,
Yeah.
and they're like, we've got 5,000 barrels
Yeah.
that we can't do anything with. And
Well,
then
yeah, and
people would be
it's cash
tripping
flow.
over
Yeah,
themselves
it's
to
just
fucking buy
cash
that
flow.
shit.
You want instant cash flow? Because that's
Yeah.
what it is. Just sell them to a fucking
And you know what's
broker and
cool?
be
I
done.
ain't have to worry about it for years for them doing anything with that whiskey.
I think my favorite part and my favorite idea of us having access to liquid like that is that we can just use it. This is why the 52 I think is even like a cherry on top. Is we can buy the 52s from Sagamore. We can
Mhm.
contract distill the 52 from Sagamore, the rye, and then we can take it and use it not at all how Sagamore uses it.
100%.
And Sagamore uses tons of it.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, but our 52 Sagamore is different than Sagamore's 52 Sagamore because of the production, like how we produce it or blend it or proof it or finish it is different than how Sagamore does it.
I think
I would love to do that. Dude,
it's gonna
imagine
be
if
a
we do that
really-
with Buffalo Trace.
yeah,
The independent bottlers have the ability and the not red tape
yeah,
to do things with
whatever
barrels
they
that
want.
they can't do.
Yep.
Buffalo Trace isn't going to make a new SKU one time to put out this one thing that they fucked up. You
So
know
I
what
was
I
really excited 4 years ago when we started our contract distillation with Sagamore.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm very excited to see how this progresses. And now we're running the same mash bills at Green River.
Yeah.
Different barrels.
Yeah.
Very excited to see how
Yeah,
that
me
comes
too.
together in 4
I am
years.
too. I can't wait, dude. It'll be also
But that's using the same mash bill and everything.
Yeah.
Just
different yeast, different still, and different
Yeah.
operator. And
it'd be
that's the
very
difference.
cool to see the difference.
Different aging environment too, because we're gonna
Yeah.
age in Kentucky with our Green Rivers.
Yeah.
So that'll be not. It'll be and where they're aging will be cool. So
They're aging at Green River, right?
yeah, but like where at Green River they're aging will be cool. I don't know if I can say it on here. That's why I do it. That's why I'll say it when we get off here.
Okay.
But
'Cause
where
I'm not going to look through this and find it.
where the attempted
Well, I like their barrel
aging
houses
situation-
because they're like
Me too.
the clay
yeah.
brick.
Yeah.
So they're very breathable.
Yeah.
You get a lot of airflow. from
I we'll see. Or I think we're allowed to age at Green River for like 4 to 6. It's somewhere in that
It's
range,
on the
so-
rut.
But, yeah, that'd be cool. Just put
All
in the
right. This has
buzzards,
been
dude.
like
oh shit, we're
we got
hour
like
and
a
half in.
solid hour in
All right.
here
Yeah,
because
Klein
Klein was in here for like 15 minutes. I've cut that
disrupting
on now.
everybody.
But yeah, we're gonna get back on this. We're gonna be there. Well, there goes one of the
Good
cameras.
timing. That was that one. Probably.
I knew it was very close. I think there was like an hour and like 20 something minutes on the SD card.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
we
did it.
We're gonna start this back up, and
That's the
hopefully you guys like to hear us ramble about whatever's in our head. Love you guys.
See ya, bitch.
Proofs in the port. Stay right, bitch.